Yo, what's up guys? Loki here, back at it again with another YouTube video. Today guys, I want to talk to you about Firefly's pull value versus Ruan Mei's pull value. I think they are very good in tandem together, and you not like you can necessarily not have one without the other, but having Ruan Mei is going to make your Firefly significantly better. If you are a low spender, if you did skip Robin and Boot Hill, if you're free to play and you skip Robin and Boot Hill, you might want to consider picking up Ruan Mei and Firefly. Like, they're just so good together. It's like a puzzle piece, right? Originally, when Topaz came out, people were like, she's bad, whatever, I can easy skip. Dr. Ratio came out, and they worked together, whatever, easy skip. I'm glad I skipped her. Robin came out, they were like, or no, not Robin, it was Adventurine. Adventurine came out and people were like, oh, okay, I mean, whatever, maybe I'll pick her up. And then Robin came out and people were like, oh, I get it, oh, okay, my bad, I apologize. And you put all those four together and they make like this super squad, and it's an extremely fun team. That's, in my personal opinion, one of the most fun teams in the entirety of the game. I don't have Adventurine. I gotta pull Adventurine on the rerun, but we did end up picking up Topaz and Numby. I have been building my Gallagher as well, but Ruan Mei is a character that I will never regret pulling for. She's a character that has infinite value, and it is very tough to power creep a character like this, right? And again, it's a piece of that puzzle. Firefly, Harmony MC, Ruan Mei, Gallagher. You put all of them together, and you have this incredible team. Now, break effect for all allies. Damage boost based on how much break effect Ruan Mei has. And again, she's gonna get more break effect when she goes into the battle due to the artifact set. She's gonna get a portion of that 20%. She gets that 20%, right? So yeah, like my break effects right now, I think it's 165. It's gonna be higher when I enter a battle. We can just test this. Weakness break efficiency. Being able to break an enemy, 50% weakness break efficiency makes the game significantly easier. I'm not gonna lie, it's stupid. 185.5, right? So we do get that extra 20%. We do get that. So she does get it herself. That is confirmed. Character you definitely don't want to skip. And the biggest, well, her light cone's really good too. Listen, I never say to pull for signature light cones, because I do think signature light cones, they're not necessarily a scam. You can get away without using them, but this is one of the ones that just, it's a gorgeous light cone, first of all, and then secondly, it's one of the, if not the best light cone in the game. 60% break effect, 24% increase to all allies damage, lasting for 3 turns. If your break effect exceeds 150, 1 skill point gets recovered. At the start of each wave, 10 energy for your entire team. Crazy light cone, absolutely nuts. And then again guys, weakness break efficiency, or not weakness break efficiency. Weakness break efficiency comes from this. Yes, 50% weakness break efficiency cannot be overlooked. If you're breaking an enemy quicker, you're delaying them. That's it makes her like a support in a way, right? If you're gonna get to enemies that are hitting you really hard, you get to delay them, recover some HP, and that way no one of your characters, no one of your team's dying. Ultimate 25% all type res pen. Res pen goes crazy in this game. The multiplicative damage bonus that you get is nuts. When an enemy's defenses dip down into the negatives, it starts becoming multiplicative, and you start doing a lot of damage, like insane amounts of damage. Firefly has this in her kit as well, but it's like an E6, I think. But yeah, just having this on the character's alt is insane. Whatever side you put Ruan Mei on in MOC or Pure Fiction, that side usually performs significantly better or clears faster than the other side, just because of that res pen, or the res pen and the weakness break efficiency. But here's one thing I did want to talk to you guys about. I want to show you guys the difference between not having Ruan Mei, and then having Ruan Mei. So we have a video for Mr. Pokke. We're not gonna go over the entire thing because there's other stuff I want to get to. I don't want this to be too long. But here's the clear E0S1.
Be the best in slot for not just Firefly, but pretty much most break comms are going to be running this. If you want to replace any of these units, like for example, if you change Gallagher out for like an Adventuring, or if you change Ruan Mei out for like, I don't know, like a Bronya or something, do expect that to be quite a significant dip when it comes to performance, right? So
it's going to be a dip when it comes to performance because this is like one of her best teams. You're just kind of like butchering the team when you do that. But again, Firefly is inflicting, she inflicted fire weakness, right? Gallagher Gallagher wants the enemy to have fire weakness, and he wants to break that enemy with fire weakness. With Ruan Mei, he can do that a lot easier. With Harmony MC, if Gallagher has already broken everyone with ult, you're still gonna do a very good damage because it's super break cool. So keep that in mind.
Team building, when it comes to the unit, when it comes to restrictions, it can be quite high because there's really not a lot of replacements we have right now because we don't really have a lot of break supports aside from Ruan Mei as well as Harmony Trailblazer. So as you can see over here, we are now officially kicking in. So far, the damage has been really good. Not sure if you guys see the damage over there. And now we're gonna jump into the super break. 405,000 featuring Ruan Mei's buff, Harmony MC's super break, as well as all of the damage. So
you can tell we have Ruan Mei's buff up because of the pedals. Always look for the pedals to make sure I still have it up. Then the weakness break efficiency still up, as notated by the bottom. But yeah, always look for the pedals.
Very good damage so far, and I do believe that we are going to be getting a zero cycle right here. That's going to be very easily cutting through 281. Very easy getting a zero cycle. And just note that I mentioned at the start, Firefly is
this MOC is nuts because kill Trotter, you get your turn back. You get a break effect boost. This MOC, the fact that Firefly is outperforming Boot Hill and his MOC, it's just, it's a little messed up.
Pretty much always going to be using this enhanced skill, even if it's against a single target, because the nature of how Super Break works is Super Break's damage, it increases with break efficiency, the toughness bar damage dealt by your ability. And because our enhanced skill, it will always deal more toughness bar damage. Most of the time, if not every single time, you are going to be using Firefly skill in order to do as much damage as humanly possible, right? So that's going to be that. So now jumping into the...
Which is another reason why these two go so crazy together. Your weakest break efficiency is going to increase by 50%. With Ruan Mei on the squad, and I believe, I'm not gonna go over it, but if you are whale, I believe E6 Firefly does give her 50% weakness break efficiency. I think I said res pen previously. It's 50% weakness break efficiency. I don't know where she gets res pen in her kit. I don't know if she even does, but I don't really care about Eidolons because if I do pull the character, if I do get lucky, because we accidentally pulled Boot Hill at like 20, I'm gonna just pull her E0S1 likely. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I haven't seen the Stellar Jade calculation for 2.3. I know we're getting that simulated universe event, and usually when you get new blessings, they give you Jade based on your first unlock. So I'm gonna do some research. I might make a video on it, reacting to it, just to give that information out to the community, but we'll see how much Jade there is in 2.3. But I'm typically free to play, but I do get the monthly pass, just so I can wish a little bit more. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully we win the 50-50. If not, it is what it is.
With Argenti, we are gonna instantly kill the Trotter, bringing up our Firefly's action value because, you know, this MOC buff, we do get an extra turn whenever we kill the pig or break the pig, right? So that's gonna be very nice. And note that because Firefly applies fire weakness, Gallagher is pretty much gonna be a very good support for Firefly because he is also gonna be off the fire.
Yo, anyone else with like OCD? Did it bother you this man left the mouse on the screen during his recording? Like, bruh.
Element, right? So they can both break toughness bar damage, deal super break, and all kinds of stuff. And notice how Argenti is already at 3% HP just off the start and instantly getting into phase 2 with no effort whatsoever. Just an absolutely insane amount of damage, even though this is a single target, right? So Firefly damage is definitely going to be there. But note that if you are not going to be breaking the target, the damage is going to be very, very lackluster. You really, really need...
It's the same as boot hill. If you're not breaking the target, the damage is a little lackluster, but when you're breaking the target, the damage goes crazy.
This to be broken before dealing any semblance, because you can see just now it's only 11,000 and just is really not that great, right? So that's gonna be that. The mobs are gonna be dealing their things. Don't really have quite enough to break Argenti. He's still gonna be there. So because of this, our kernel is gonna be reaching its full uptime. So we are no longer able to squeeze in another action. So it is unfortunate that we are not able to get this zero cycle, right? So Harmony MC is gonna go ahead, pass off the ultimate. This guy's not way too imaginary, so unfortunately we can't deal any sort of like a imaginary toughness bar, so it is a little bit of an unfortunate situation. Ruan Mei is gonna do the basic attack into an ultimate because, you know, Ruan Mei's ultimate is always really good, and then Firefly's ultimate is gonna come down after this ends, right? So unfortunately not able to get a zero cycle, but the damage level has been very, very significant. Gallagher getting a little bit low there, but I'm just gonna go ahead and call power of the ultimate. 291,000 damage on the Gallagher, by the way. Absolutely insane super break stuff. Which is why Harmony MC just works so well with a break team, because even your sustain like Gallagher can just do this amount of ridiculous damage, right? So now we got instantly back into
back into the suit, right? Back into the suit. Super break over their heads. You can tell by the hat. Let's see how much we do.
Ultimate. So pretty much having no downtime whatsoever. Very, very nice. You can essentially almost always stay in Firefly's combustion form, unless something is seriously wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's just an easy one cycle clear. That's an easy one cycle clear. The other side I believe is zero cyclable, just because everything is already initially weak to fire. Again, one thing I did want to talk about, I reacted to a video from my friend AJ. The top elements in honkaistarrail, it has gone up over time. I believe he made a chart. Let's see if there's a better way to read this. So 42 total enemies in the game have fire weakness. It's gone up. It's the past, the present, and the eternal show. 2 out of 3 of them have fire weakness, so that's 44. The candy ball machine, that's 45. I believe, is there another enemy from 2.2 that has fire weakness? I don't know if there's another one. I don't think the Dominicus has fire weakness, but the little guys next to Dominicus, his little choir, I think they have fire weakness. I could be wrong. I don't fight that boss often because I don't really need the material, but now that I have boot hill, I do need the material. But you could throw that in there too. That's 46 enemies with fire weakness. She can apply the fire weakness herself, so this is like, it's not necessarily irrelevant, it's just a lot easier to break them when you're not having to apply that fire weakness yourself. Another thing I want to talk about, Ruan Mei. We're gonna check out the no Ruan Mei run. Also, give Mr. Pokke a sub on YouTube. If you don't know who Mr. Pokke is, I don't know what you're doing. Sub to this man on YouTube. Incredible content.
Of how many MC as Firefly let go of a little bit more damage, but you guys will
this is on the second side as well, versus the past, the present, and the eternal show.
Come to realize that the more
I think it is. I could be wrong. It could be Argenti again. It is.
Go of Ruan Mei in this team comp, the damage will fall off by a very, very significant margin. Although we can still break, right? We can still do that, but now you can see I can't break the target instantly anymore because we do not have Ruan Mei's witness break efficiency for the mob over there. Right?
Again, why are we basic before skilling? Oh, was he trying to put pedals on their head? I don't know. Anyways, Gallagher being on this team, he makes such a good teammate because Firefly's adding the fire weakness, right? And then Gallagher is helping Firefly break. So you're probably not going to break an entire toughness bar with just Firefly because her turns are limited before she gets out of the suit. Her turns are limited. Gallagher is going to assist you with that break. So I would assume you'd probably want like a really fast Gallagher, a Gallagher that's faster than your Firefly. Have him do his ult into his enhanced basic and then break with Firefly. That's probably the like optimal way to run the team.
So a little bit less uncomfortable. Actually, not a little bit. It is in fact quite uncomfortable without Ruan Mei. So the guy is just not going to be broken. We do have Gallagher to kind of follow up a little bit more, so it's not that bad. But you can see the damage, it definitely falls off by quite a bit. It's going to only 260,000 against 3 targets. Back to our previous comparison, I believe we hit like 300 or even 400,000 damage with Ruan Mei's 10 Nobler, Reboom, Res, Down, Break Effect, Break Efficiency, all the kind of stuff. So very, very noticeable downgrade. And I don't think we are going to be quite enough to get the Zero Cycle in the first wave here, because Firefly is really way too slow. We do not have Ruan Mei's speed buff as well, so it's just going to be a little bit of an unfortunate situation. So we are going to get hit here. Who's he going to sleep? All right, no issues whatsoever. Could have Ferris, that's quite lucky. But at this point, it is not going to be possible for us to get the Zero Cycle. In fact,
I think Gallagher, I mean, I don't mean to, well, actually, but like, I think Gallagher has like stupid effect res. At E1, I think he gets like plus 50 or something. So you're having like 80-90% effect res if you have some built into your substats. And so like, you more than likely you're going to effect res these guys, which, so it's ideal for your Gallagher to get hit by this debuff.
we are quite far off from the Zero Cycle. It is what it is. Firefly is gonna go again over here, and then after this we are gonna exit out from our combustion state, almost taking away this enemy right here. But
look at this, we're approaching the second cycle without Ruan Mei.
Not quite enough. So this is gonna be our one last action. Is this gonna be enough? Ooh, unfortunately not quite. So we are gonna, oh, okay, never mind, we got an extra action from Trotter, so that's gonna be quite good. But because we didn't break the because we did not break the target, we did absolutely no damage whatsoever. Because
I mean, that pretty much just shows you, like, I don't have to go any further. Like, when you don't have Ruan Mei on this team, Firefly's damage is, I'm not gonna say it's like mid, because I believe, did he show the artifacts that he's running? He probably didn't, because I don't think they're allowed to show the artifact set yet, to be completely honest. Here, one more thing I want to look at. Okay, E1 ignores 15% of their defense, and the enhanced skill does not consume skill points. That E1's crazy. The E1's very, very, very good. E1 and E6 are really good. 50% weakness break efficiency goes crazy. 50% weakness break, I think it's 50%. Let me make sure I'm not just talking out of my ass. Let me see. 50% weakness break efficiency on top of Ruan Mei's 50% weakness break efficiency plus res pin by 20%. So I was right about the res pin. So it gives you all that. So if you couple that with Ruan Mei, you can break an enemy's full toughness bar, a boss's full toughness bar in one attack. But this is whale shit, right? So if you are interested in that, yeah, I'm assuming he's on the new ignore defense break effect set. If he's not, I would be surprised. I don't see. Yeah, I don't think they're allowed to show the relics yet, but I'm assuming he's on the new set. And that new set is going to be very, very, very good. We are going to be in the minefields in simulated universe, in the mint picking of simulated universe, trying to get some god rolls for this set for sure. And it's a break effect set, so it's like, you don't really need like god rolls. But I did want to show you guys that. And then one more thing I wanted to go over, because I want this to be too long, is her light cone. Increased break effect by 60% when the wearer deals break damage to a target and inflicts route it onto the enemy, lasting for 2 turns. Targets with route it take 24% increased break damage from the wearer, and their speed is lowered by 20%. Effects of the same type cannot be stacked. So it has that 20% extra break damage plus 60% break effects. It's a good light cone. Is it needed? She's a destruction character. Because she's a destruction character, you don't necessarily need her signature light cone. Having the extra break effect so you don't have to get it from substats is always nice. I'm not gonna lie, it's always nice. And I actually might pick this up for her. I don't know, it depends on if I get the character or not. We're gonna try our hardest to get the character. But 20% speed lowered on the enemy is actually bigger than you would think. But let me know what you guys are, and these are the 4 stars in the banner. But yeah, we pretty much know how the character works, right? We don't need to go over traces. Mr. Pokke did a good job of explaining that. I'll leave that link down in the description if you want to get his insight on the full layout of Firefly and like what she does. But yeah, let me know you guys' thoughts. because I was not going to pick this character up. I heard she had been nerfed a little bit from the beta. I don't know, but she's insane. Again, it's that piece of the puzzle. It's that piece of the puzzle. You have Gallagher. Do you have Gallagher? Yes. Do you have Ruan Mei? Yes. Do you have Harmony MC? Have you played to the story enough of the story to unlock Harmony MC? Yes. If you have all that, then I recommend picking up Firefly. 100%. This character is insane. She's going to be insane for quite some time. She's going to get better with the new artifact set coming out. Let me know you guys' thoughts. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Trying to get to 500 subscribers. I will see you guys on the next video. Peace.